Madness global viewing public. Tim Schenck here, coming to you live from the Episcopal Parish of St. John the Evangelist in spring-like Hingham, Massachusetts. I'm here with Scott Gunn, who is also coming to you live, but from the Executive Directory of Forward Movement in Cincinnati, Ohio. Scott, how's the weather?
It's fine, but I'm curious about one thing. I didn't realize something. You appear to be a priest.
Yeah, it's not Halloween. Don't worry. I have a thing, which is why I have a thing. Believe it or not, there are things that we do other than Lent Madness. I know it's hard to imagine, but so that is why I am not trying to show you up. Although there is always that.
Fair enough. Well, it's an exciting week in the annals of Lent Madness 2022.
It's true. On Thursday begins the Saintly 16. And so the round of 32 will be completed. And then it is on to the Saintly 16 on Thursday, where we have Stephen versus Teresa of Avila.
I see.
Yeah. So just so people know, if you're not familiar with the Saintly 16, so the first round is basic biographical information, right?
Yeah.
In the Saintly 16, we go to quirks and quotes. And so we hear about legends about saints, or we hear quotes either by or about the saints in question.
I see. Well, that sounds interesting. Now, that's kind of a change of pace. Is the URL in a new place for Lent Madness, the Lent Madness website?
I believe that stays the same through, at least from the round of 32 through the Saintly 16. Do you happen to recall what it is?
No, I have no idea.
That's unfortunate. I believe that there are three W's involved, three W's and two dots. So from what I recall, it's www.lentmadness.org. Does that sound about right?
Yeah, now that you mention it, that does sound very familiar.
Okay, excellent. Now, we have a number of amazing celebrity bloggers who are going to be leading the charge into the Saintly 16. One of the things that people don't necessarily know is that, well, we have the best celebrity bloggers in the entire Lenten industrial complex. Would you say that?
Oh, without doubt, absolutely.
Yeah. And so what they do, they've done the first rounders. Now, things start to get fast and furious. This is really where they earn their, I would say, money, but mugs, is where we got to turn these things around quickly. So when they realize when they learn that a saint goes to the next round, then they suddenly have to start creating incredible content, engaging content for you, the Lent Madness voting public.
Yeah, and I guess their pay must really go up when that happens.
Yes, they also get a mug. Mhm. Yeah. Right.
Yes, it's true. Celebrity bloggers are in it for the Lenten zeal
Yeah.
and love of the saints, not for the money.
I think that is safe to say. Yeah.
Right. So that's all very exciting.
Yeah. And rumor has it, and you may know more about this, but rumor has it that there is some other bracket tournament happening right now.
Yeah, I hadn't really heard of it before,
Yeah.
but I tend to pay attention to things that are several years old, that have been around for a long time. And apparently there's a bracket-based competition going on right now that involves basketball.
Huh.
And the name is very similar to the name of Lent Madness.
What is it? February Madness? What do they call that?
Well, we're in March.
Oh,
So at first I wasn't sure if it involved bands, drummers and trombones and
yeah,
flutes
yeah,
and banners and stuff.
yeah.
If it was March Madness, but no, apparently it's a basketball bracket that takes place in the month of March.
Wow. So it's not just these teams marching bands that are in this tournament. They play the games.
No, apparently not, but it's a late entry onto the scene, I think.
Yeah, well, it's true that because of the pandemic in 2020, they canceled it, and so it just means that, I mean, not to brag, but Lent Madness is the longest running bracket-based tournament in the entire world.
It's true, and also the world's best and largest online Lenten devotion.
That is absolutely right. Now, I did notice that there are a few teams remaining in this other bracket tournament that have some ties to Saints. So I think obviously they're trying to rip us off. But I noticed that St. Peter's is one of the great Cinderellas this year, the Peacocks. So St. Peter's, Providence College, that's one. The Friars,
Okay, yeah.
Gonzaga and Villanova, they competed against each other, so they're clearly trying to horn in on what we have going here
Right.
at Lent Madness, and of course the perennial Notre Dame. So Our Lady is also represented.
Well, no, now, but see, that's the thing is she can never be in Lent Madness.
That is correct. She will never. We have made that very clear. So I guess they're trying to get around some of the saintly thing.
They're trying to skirt the eligibility requirements for Lent Madness.
They are, and we're not going to take it anymore.
No, but that's all very exciting. So I guess people who are interested in Saints and basketball can look at that other bracket to see how
Yeah,
the Saints over there do.
I'd be curious what the Venn diagram is. So I don't know.
Yeah.
So
Well, that's that. What else we got for today?
I think we have nothing.
Fair enough. We're going to have to talk to the script writing department.
Yes, yeah, yeah, they're a little thin this year. But we are excited about the Saintly 16 kicking off this week. The madness is just continuing. It's coming at you, living large. And Scott, happy Lent.
Happy Lent.